Twisty roads, going too slow, helmet on but itchy nose. Why did the chicken cross the road? Some things we'll never know. In this video, I'm going to be riding my motorcycle on this very popular road, known for its sightseeing and twisty roads. Technically, I would consider this my first time on twisties. I've always heard how difficult it is to ride, and I always thought that these were specific locations found in the States. For example, there's the Coronado Trail in Arizona, Needles Highway in South Dakota. I didn't know that it literally meant roads that have just a number of curves very close together. So technically, this road fits into that category. What makes twisties so challenging is the rider needs to shift their weight, use throttle and brake control, maintain proper speed so that they can navigate these really tight turns. As you'll see in the video, I was definitely struggling quite a bit. I kept going, I think, way too slow. And as much as I'd like to say I've progressed since getting my license and riding out on the road, I definitely need some more work on these really tight turns, especially going at a higher speed. I noticed that I did a lot of slowing down. And what I mean by that is I know you're supposed to slow down a bit for these kind of tight turns, but I feel like I was going a little bit too slow, where I lost momentum and I started to wobble a bit, especially if it was at an incline. And I guess when I imagine motorcyclists going on these types of roads, they're always going pretty fast and they're leaning into these turns and it's all fluid. They don't really slow down too much and it just looks effortless. I felt like because there were so many potholes and things, I was just being very extra cautious, so I was slowing down a lot more than I maybe needed to. And also add in the fact that I was literally riding through the jungle, and so things were very mossy, slippery, wet. There were a lot of leaves, loose leaves and things that I just felt like would be kind of dangerous. And sometimes there's a lot of racing that goes down on this road, and the roads are very narrow, so it was just a lot to handle, I think, for me, but I still really enjoyed it. But guys, I need to talk about something real quick because I'm so pissed off that this video does not have any audio whatsoever. I tried out this new mic that I got recommended. I bought it off of Amazon. It's the Panda mic, the purple Panda mic, and I was so excited to use it, and I was using it in this video, but for some reason there was just no audio. I even tested it out beforehand. I think what had happened is during my ride, somehow it got disconnected or the cables got all messed up or something, and that is why I'm doing this whole voiceover for this video. So hopefully I can find a better microphone to do my motovlogging with. I did just get the Insta360 X4 camera, so I'm gonna test out that audio. I already took some footage of me riding with that, so hopefully that video will come out soon. But yeah, I'm really bummed because I really do like having some of the motorcycle sounds in the background of the video, and you get to hear my commentary as I'm riding, which I really like because it's more in the moment and you get to really experience the things with me as it's happening. It was an absolutely gorgeous day. Usually people will drive on this road at night and they'll try to get a nice scenic view of the city from a higher point of view, and so the only other times I've been on this road is actually at night, which you can probably imagine. Driving through the jungle at night is kind of scary because there's really no street lights at all. It's very dark. I've never ridden on a motorcycle, so this is my first time on a motorcycle, but I'm really glad we went during the day because it was just so beautiful. And then at the end, there's this really scenic lookout and we took some nice photos of our bikes. But yeah, that's the one thing I love about living in Hawaii is the fact that there's so many places to go to that's so scenic. It just feels like every ride that I go out on my motorcycle is an adventure. So I definitely feel very fortunate that I get to ride here. But anyways, back to the video. If anyone has any good suggestions or things to do that will help me get better at twisties, I would really appreciate it in the comments. There were so many potholes. Like, this road was just rough. It felt like I was riding a dirt bike at times. I just kept having to lift myself off the seat so that my back wouldn't hurt because it was just so aggressive, which now makes me kind of go want to ride a dirt bike. I've never done that before, but I think there are some places here that you can do that. That'd be really cool to rent one out. And as I mentioned before, this is a very popular road, but they have had to close down parts of the road pretty often. There was a really bad landslide that happened, and I think part of the road actually collapsed, so they had to rebuild that. And there's also been numerous times where trees have fallen in the road, so it's kind of been a while since people were able to fully do the entire loop. But to our surprise, we were able to do the whole thing. We thought that we would have to stop halfway and go back the way we came, but we were able to complete the whole thing and also have a really great view at the end. And if anybody is curious, this road is about a 10-mile loop. Some websites say 8 miles, some say 10. There's loads of things to do on this road. Not only is it a scenic drive, but there's also a lookout spot, and it has this really nice lawn, very manicured. People will have picnics there. There's a lot of people that ride bicycles, and of course there's multiple different hikes. And I'm curious to know what you guys like to watch as far as motorcycle vlog. I know the majority that I see out there are a lot of city life riding and highway riding, which I can also do, but I like to showcase the more unique spots that I go to. And now we're getting to the part of the video where we decided to stop for a bit and take in the view. This was at the very end of our ride, towards the end of the loop, and I'm really glad we decided to stop because when you're riding, it's kind of hard to take in the view and look around because I'm trying to be so focused, and so we just had to stop for a moment. And naturally, we did a mini photo shoot with our bikes. But that's about it for this video. Thank thank you so much for coming along with us on this ride. Like and subscribe if you want to see more motorcycle content from me. I can't believe we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. That's just crazy. Your guys' support means the world to me. So I'm gonna leave the rest of these clips just with background music, no voiceover, and just imagine the motorcycle sounds in the background.